Wanna move my feet.
Yeah. 46, Revolution, Alfa Romeo, South Africa.
Number 66, Doctor Who, Alfa Romeo, United States.
6, Kazi, AlphaTauri, South Africa.
Number 48, Robin the Scout, AlphaTauri, South Africa.
84, Jace, Alpine, South Africa.
Number 60, King Alpha, Alpine, South Africa.
Number 29, River, Aston Martin, South Africa.
31, Cooper, Aston Martin, South Africa.
81, Top of the Sky, Ferrari, Danelis, South Africa.
Number 23, Gatea, Haas, South Africa.
21, Goose Pro, South Africa.
88, Marcus, McLaren, Estonia.
Number 35, Osman, McLaren, Mauritius.
Number 92, Joshua Knott, Mercedes, South Africa.
Number 7, Church, Mercedes, South Africa.
Number 15, Detlef Shaw, Red Bull, South Africa.
46, Keycracker, Williams, South Africa.
Brian, 25, Williams, South Africa.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fusion Racing League this evening. We are at Bahrain, the international circuit. There you guys can get a whole detailed layout of what's going to go on your 5.4 kilometer track. They say 57 laps, but that's for a 100% race. We do 29. And yeah, 320 kilometers an hour top speeds going around here. 15 turns with an elevation of 15.2 meters. It's going to be an excellent battle coming up, guys. Stick around with us. I will have my commentator in the booth with me shortly. After this track event thing, I just need to show you guys something, and we have made the whole video, and we have to congratulate Tommy on his first vehicle purchase through the CMH Group Belito, and it goes like this. I think my mic was a little bit soft there, but it's a bit better now, all right. Alongside me right now, we've got Confucius live in the booth. Confucius, sir, how are you doing this evening? I'm just trying to see if your audio is running, Confucius, because I see that it was picking up previously, and at the moment it doesn't look like it's giving you any bells. Just give us a... it's one of those nights again, you know, everything goes right just until we have to get going. You know, it's typical how life works. Let me quickly have a look, see what's going on with that for you. And yeah, guys, we're going to be cracking off pretty soon with the race. So just stick around and bear with us. All right, let's see what's happening there with your audio. I don't know if it's coming through yet. We're going to have to just do a couple of tests. You know what it could be? It could be on the actual steward side. Let's see in Discord itself that it's not releasing the audio. Confucius, give us a test there again. Let's see if it's picking anything up.
Can anybody hear me now?
There we go, sir. I think I've got you loud and clear. I've got belts for you, sir. You are on.
Awesome. Okay. Hi, everybody. Always good to be here for a fun commentator session.
Yeah, man. Confucius, it's always nice to have you on board with me here in the commentary booth. We know we're having fun. Those ladies got busy early on that chat, didn't they?
Very. Mama Wanda was the first.
Mama Wanda, she's rocking it early here for us tonight at this Fusion Racing
We've got
League.
the usual cheerleaders. We've got Amy, we've got Mandy, we've got Jenny. We've, of course, got Mama Wanda. And some of the drivers even popped in. Even some of the drivers that can't race this evening because of load shedding.
Yeah.
Are hopping on, probably just on their phones watching the stream. That's good.
That's fantastic. They're all on their phones, want to see what happens with the first opening race. I know that they had a notification at 7 o'clock this evening. South Africa got a late notification on load shedding, so a couple of guys couldn't make it. But nonetheless, we still got a really good field, and our reserves have kicked in to fill those seats for the guys that they could.
Well, on my screen, I've already got 16 drivers. That's not bad for a load shedding evening.
It's a great event. Well done, lads, for pulling up your socks. But they all want to win this championship. I think that's why they're up there.
Yep.
We are at Bahrain tonight, like you guys saw the little track intro there. Not the most difficult track, I think. I mean, a lot of runoff areas. You got to just keep your head about your turns, get your braking points correct. But it's an achievable track. I think we're going to see a lot of battling tonight.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the track, well, we don't have a track on, but there's a couple of interesting corners, like that long straight coming down, and then suddenly almost a hairpin bend to the right.
Yeah,
that one's going to cause some issues.
Very much so. And also that bank turn, the one just before you get your second DRS zone.
Yep.
What happens there is you've got this camber type of drop, and the people tend to lock up brakes over there because it's so steep down and you're turning at the same time. So it's a very tricky little turn for the guys.
That's going to chow tires.
Absolutely.
Well, you did race this track. What is the average lap time?
I think a good race pace lap time should be about a 1:31. A good quali lap, should be in the 1:27s. If you're really quick. So I think that's what the guys are gunning for. 25 seconds for a pit stop is your average pit stops time. It's a long pit stop, longer than people anticipate. I actually thought it was going to be less than somewhere like Silverstone, but it's apparently on par with Silverstone, which is quite surprising.
Yeah, well, people don't think so. 5 seconds sounds like nothing. That's a huge difference while you're racing.
It's a massive difference.
Because look at the race times. Couple of guys winning just because one has a 3 second penalty.
Yeah.
And he drops two, three spaces on the grid.
Yeah, and that's because of the close racing that these guys also tend to do. Once again, that's why you don't want to drop a wing. Now, guys, remember, we are at League 1 race here, so all settings are as professional league races. So there will be damage, there will be safety cars, all of that comes into play. Testing phases are done. So you don't want to lose a front wing. You gain yourself an extra 7.5 seconds in the pit.
Yeah. No, this is going to be an interesting league. Starting with this track. Very interesting.
A lovely way to start the season, I think.
But what I can say for these guys, if you look at previous races and so on, they do drive with respect.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, like you say, they put out their elbows, they defend a little bit, but they don't try and hit each other. They make space so that a faster driver can pass, etc.
Absolutely. That's what it's about, So they are going to probably put out a little bit more elbows, I think, now that we're in an official league race, because those points matter. But yet they do that with, like you say, racing etiquette, racing respect for each other.
Yeah. And get serious. I mean, Cooper got his steering wheel last week, the day of the race. He has been practicing for hours every day this whole week.
Yeah, he's been putting in a lot of effort, and you can see that.
Yep.
And that's what it is.
And he's not the only one.
He's not the only one, and that's what this is all about. I mean, we're here to build communities. We're trying to get people involved with the F1, enjoy the sport and the esport part of it. I mean, and this is why guys spend so much hours on this. They love it.
Yeah, and it's there's nobody pressuring them. They're doing this for the fun.
They are doing it for the fun. So are we.
So
That's why
we'll
we
see.
sit here.
Yeah, of course. We have a nice chat.
We like chatting to each other. People
Yeah.
think we're chatting to keep them entertained. It's because we like talking to each other.
And it's one big chat because look at the people chatting on the side of the YouTube stream. They with us right here.
Oh, it's fantastic to see that. Nice to have you people
And
on board again.
of course, all this thanks to our sponsors.
We have to say thanks to our sponsors. It is Suzuki, Mitsubishi, and the CMH Group Belito. They are sponsoring the Fusion Racing League this year. And yes, guys, there are prizes up for grabs, but not just for the drivers, as well as the most loyal viewers. They're going to go onto a spinner wheel, and they're going to win themselves a little something too at the end of the season. So keep on sticking around, guys. It's nice to have you on board.
Yep. I see some new people. Luke Ortiz joined again. Keegs TK's joined us on the chat. So there's more and more people joining in on the chat.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
These cheerleaders are really doing their job.
They're doing a great job for us, aren't they?
We've got the usual four. We've got Jenny, Mandy, Amy, and Mama Wanda.
Mama Wanda.
The cheerleaders, they're taking over the chat, and everybody just joins in.
Yeah. I'm just having a look-see here quickly as well, Confucius. So I'm on the live screen. The qualies have started. They've got 18 minutes to put on their best time. I don't know if you also see a little bit of lagging or spiking. Let me know about that. Because I did test this afternoon on that, and it was very smooth. So the only thing it can tell me is there's just so many connections on the actual race as well that could cause the sync problems. So we'll win through this, guys. It's our first race league. A lot of things still to come, but let's enjoy the race for what it's worth.
Yep, so 4 guys out. We've got 16 minutes to go and 4 guys out on the outlaps so far. Just for those joining first time, the outlap is sort of, let's call it the warm-up lap. It's not a full lap, so it's a warm-up lap. Right after this, as soon as he crosses the line, then his their first lap starts.
That's correcto. Just trying to see if I can track who's going over that line first. That would be Blade. He is currently in P8, but let's keep our eye on Blade. Let's have a look around the lap with him and see what does he do as a little banker.
Yeah, well, Blade does have 2 cheerleaders gunning for him. You know, we've got Sister and his other half watching. So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna do well. Seeing that he gets promised brownies, we're still waiting for our delivery. So fastest lap yes to come. Tires, of course, everybody, because they want the fastest lap. Everybody on the softs, because they don't need to drive with the tires they qualify with in the race anymore.
That's correct. See, the lag is a lot better once you climb onto the TV part of the cars. Then we don't seem to have that issue. It's more on the actual Grand Prix view that it seems to be doing it. So that definitely could say to me that it's picking up too much detail with so many drivers on here.
Yeah.
That is what it is. We'll enjoy with what we got, like we say.
Why do you think you see that there's 3 nice DRS zones? Zone 3. Why didn't they move one of those shorter those shorter zones to 3, which is a nice long straight?
I actually think that that's something they discussed over the weekend with the real F1 guys. Martin Brundle brought it up and said that if they can do it down that long straight where you can see on the big map, there's a 3 right there. That's the longest straight to do another overtake. And then have one again on the start-finish line, because that one in this middle there, second part, is just too short to do anything.
Yes. Interesting decision. I'm sure they've got some reason to do it. Just for interest sake, the time to beat right now, Brian with a 1:29.774.
Very good little lap there, good banker.
Yep. His teammate putting up a time of a 1:31.987.
I'm interested to see if I've called it quite close. Are they going to go to the 127 highs, like 127.9, maybe 128.1s? But they're going to need to find quite a lot of time to get down there.
Yeah. Well, there's still a lot of laps to go. And let's see, in the chat, Keegs TK joined us, as mentioned earlier. Megs Dunnington.
Hey, Megs.
Cheering for Chooks.
Hey, Megs.
Darren.
Hey, Keegs. Hey, Darren.
Darren is going for Luke and Keegs. So, yeah, quite a spread out crowd there. New fastest time to beat Marcus with a 1:29.579.
There he goes already. That's 2 tenths less. This track's still got to evolve. I mean, there's a lot of evolution coming through this track still, so I think that's going to be a key factor. I don't know what the track temperature is. I couldn't pick that up, but that's going to be
Bahrain.
That's Bahrain.
Bahrain's got two temperatures, hot or very hot.
Yeah, and I think they've got it on realistic as well, which means they're probably going to be qualifying more later in the evening. So hopefully it cools down a bit. We're not sure. Eh?
But if you look at the track, this is a very forgiving track.
Yeah, it is.
Look at those nice wide spaces next to the track. So it is a forgiving track.
Absolutely. I see Safa's just done his lap there for the Ferrari, put in a 1:30.9. He's got some work to do to get that number lower, but the top two, that's your benchmark. I think that's where you want to look at. That's what you want to aim for.
But don't cut out those times. If you're a second or second and a half off, if you can do that consistently and the top guy can't get his time consistently, you can still win.
Absolutely, you can.
Look at Osman's very good at that.
Yeah.
He hardly ever have anywhere close to the fastest time, but he usually gets up in the top 3 just because he consistently drives his time.
Yeah. Consistency in F1 is key. I mean, that's where you win and lose races. For those people that do follow the F1, if you looked at the lap times of Max Verstappen, I think it was between laps 19 and 27. His lap times were 0.582, 0.589. It was all within that 0.58, 0.59 range. It was unbelievably tight, and that's what they go for, consistency.
And just a shout out here to Duncan Cameron. That's Griever's boss.
Hey, Duncan.
Griever's got his company watching. Of course, he gets it every time he spins out. But yeah, Duncan is Griever's boss.
Come on, Griever, do a spin out there for the boss. Let's see what happens.
He never heard the end of when he spun out last time on the last 2 laps.
Oh, it's great. That's good. That's good fun. That's good fun that the guys can. Even, I mean, having a boss on the line watching you drive, fantastic. We love that, Duncan.
There's some of the guys that work with him and so on. So he gets it the next morning after a race.
Yeah, good. What else are we going to say about that? I'm busy following Chooks at the moment, Confucius. He just put up a purple sector 2. I think he's going to put himself up into the top 5 easily with that, depending on what happened on sector 1.
We've got three people in the under 130s. Because Safa joined them up in 2nd place.
Well, there we go. And look at that. Immediately 129.9. 4 guys.
With 0.01 exactly behind Marcus. That's how close.
These guys are loving this track, aren't they?
Now 4. Chooks also putting up a 129.
Yeah, put up a 129 there on that lap. It's a very good little lap there by him. I'm pretty sure that Safa's coming back into the pits. The next one that should be out or going out is Kazi. He's coming into the pit, so he's done his time.
Caution, somebody spun out.
Yeah, also just a big thanks to the reserve drivers. I know Casto this evening, he's filling in for Big Rhino Scout. Big Rhino Scout was the guy chatting to you guys on the live chat as well in AlphaTauri. So Casto filling in for him tonight. So it's cool to see the reserves coming through and backing the guys up as well.
Duncan says that's why Griever is being punished with a slow company car.
Fantastic. That's why he's coming to these leagues, yeah, so you can feel what speed feels like.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. All right, so that's it. The guys have done their bankers, I would call it, actually. That's a good banker for everybody. Marcus is currently doing a new run, so we'll keep an eye on him. He's going to try and better that time, and he's currently P1, 129.5. Good lap there by him.
And we've got about 8 minutes, 45 seconds to go.
There should be time for 2 more hot laps if these guys push it now, so they should get another 2 in. The last one that they try and get in just before the clock clicks out.
Yeah, and clearly the drivers aren't driving hard enough because even Griever's chatting over there.
Wow, our driver's live with us, ladies and gentlemen. Chirp him while you can.
Griever getting adventurous and chirping his boss.
Gonna call in sick tomorrow, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Another shout out to Griever's wife for letting him play the game tonight.
Thank you, madam. We must admit, we do appreciate the other halves for letting the guys do this.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, of course. Oh, Mandy, which volume is a bit low? Voice or game? Mandy saying Fusion Racing League, can you turn up volume? It's a little soft. So let's just see what she says.
Yeah, if we could just know which volume you'd like me to put up louder, you're welcome to it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, she says both. So overall volume.
All right, there you go. There's a little bit more game volume for you.
Yeah, let me
And then
see.
I think the mic volume should be pretty good. I hope. Please keep us updated out there, guys. This is for you. So if there's something you want louder or softer, let us know.
Yeah. And they chipping each other as well. Keegs saying, Luke, I'm disappointed you haven't told Megs about us.
You guys, we're about building families, not breaking them up. What's going on out there? You see, what happens off the track, I suppose, stays off the track.
And Keeks wants to. Keeks specifically says he only wants to watch Caster because he's the coach.
I like that. Oh, there we go. That looks much better. Let's see what Marcus is going to do. I've been following him this whole lap to see if he's going to better his time. He's coming across that line right now, and he does.
Ooh, another 129 better from Marcus. 129.235.
Very, very good lap there by Marcus.
I think the guys are. There's always this last, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes. Guys get very adventurous because they've got their times, but they just want to push it that little bit further, sometimes a bit too far.
Yes.
To just get that little bit better time. And you can see Ghataya also joining the 129.
Great lap there by Ghataya. I mean, Confucius, this is what the racing was all about. This is why they trained so hard. If you look at those guys up to position, what is that, position 9, even 10. I mean, these guys are a second apart, 1.5 seconds apart. I mean, it's going to make for great racing.
Yeah.
What does Brian do? He does it at a 129.1.
Brian! A 129.1.
Great lap there by Brian. Tay has done his lap. I want to jump on board with Bertie here for a second, see if he's going to do something for us. Come on, Bertie, do something for this league. This will give you guys a nice idea of what these drivers see as well. Those turns come up to them so quickly. He's diving back into the pits. He's not happy. So is his teammate. I think they were working on something there too. They're both in the pits at the same time. That's very interesting.
Yeah, this is the closest we can get to what they see. The drivers can actually see less.
Correct.
Because some of them do use a cockpit view, which is they actually, this ring you see below, that's actually above their view.
I wonder if there's a way for me to show the people that. I doubt it though, but...
You can't, not with a spectator view.
Unfortunately not. It would have been so nice to show the people what these guys actually go through with that.
Yep.
Let's jump on board with, who is it, Chooks? Is he doing his lap or...?
Brian's still going. I'm on board with Brian, seeing what he's doing.
Nice lap there by Jake, so we didn't mention him, but he's pulled into P6 with the Alpine there. Great lap by him. But I think he's got some more pace in him. Wow, those lads are close.
130s. Look at the 130s.
Yeah.
130, 130.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.7, 0.8.
Yeah, it's great driving. And we can't write Cooper off. We've got to remember that Cooper's also new on the wheel. So he's still trying to feel it. He's still trying to get into the groove. It's a matter of time that he's going to be up there in the top 5 chasing these guys too.
People think it's easier driving on a steering. It's a total new world. You have to get used to it. It's a total different. I mean, I mentioned last time, King Alpha. He drove on keyboard his first league.
Yeah.
And he was beating the guys on keyboard. Then he hopped over to a steering wheel. and it took him quite a few races just to get into it.
Yeah, and now he's flying
It's
again.
a total different experience.
I'm interested to see what Chooks is doing here. I'm very surprised he dives back into the pits there. He had a purple sector 2. I think what he wants to do is give himself a better chance. Maybe he wasn't happy with sector 1. Get on a new set of tyres and try this again. But I think he's the guy to watch. He might just pull off a little upset here for us.
Mm-hmm.
Who's out?
Let's see these guys. We've got just over 2 minutes to go. We might still get some more 129s there.
Throw my eye over to Griever, but he's 3/10 slower than his first time. I don't think he's going to better anything, unfortunately, at the moment.
Yeah, it's...
But
is the pole position on this one, is it inside or outside start?
That's like the greatest question in the whole world, because I can't remember now. I want to say inside, but it's not. I don't think it is. I think it's outside.
Well, if you look at that track, that first corner is usually a huge issue.
That's a massive issue.
a lot of wings being lost because you've got this nice long straight pull away and then suddenly hairpin to the right.
Yeah.
It's not always the guys bunching or crashing into each other's side. It's the front ones braking and the ones behind not braking fast enough.
Correct. You can see Safa there. He's on a timed lap, but what he did was he's pulled out. He's slowed down. He's charged his battery up again. His battery's sitting at 100%. So he's going to give himself, enough time and chance now to have one more crack at this. And then Khate is the next guy to look out for as well. Those guys are really tight in the top 4.
And for those watching, the time does not end when the time ends on the board. After that time ends, it's still got, I think, 2.5 or 3 minutes.
Correct, 2.5 minutes.
So if you're busy with a lap, you can still finish your lap after the 0.
Correct. I'm just jumping on board with Khate quickly in the Haas. He is 2/10 up on his time. He's on a hot lap.
Nice.
2/10 takes him closer to Marcus's time, so that could be really good if he closes this off well. I'm still very impressed with Chooks, though. He's the only guy that consistently changed the Sector 2 into purple, so he's very quick in Sector 2.
So that's his. Yes, he's a guy for all those corners. He's like Brut, zigzags and all that. That's their time.
I love the turns.
That's where they make up their time.
Brian's still sitting kind of comfortable, but not comfortable enough, I think, there in first place. But the point is he's got it. That's important.
Yeah.
Here we go. Last turn here for Khate. He's going to put his last little time in, and then we can go and have a look at Safa and Marcus and see if they're going to beat the time as well as Brian. Khate does. He increases it by 1. Third position.
And there's another one, Nicholas Fox, saying hi to Luke. So,
hey, Nicholas. Oh, Safa's invalidated his lap. He's got a red lap. That's unlucky.
It's that last lap or two. The guys are pushing just that little bit further, seeing if they can just squeeze out that little split second.
Here comes Marcus over the line now. He's going to try and better that time and take... Oh, he's not. He's got one more turn to go. He's going to try and take P1. Safa crashed. He's out.
I'm on board with Safa, and he crashed into the pit wall. Full on.
That's
took out
unlucky.
his left front wheel.
Oh, Marcus.
Marcus, 128.7.
Brian coming up behind him now. Brian's on the last turn as well. He's going to try and take back that P1 position. I think he's the last person that could possibly do it. Maybe Jake's as well, if he has a really good lap. But here goes Brian. He's trying to go and open up that wing. He's pulled out. He's not happy with his lap.
Brian is pulled out, yes.
So is Jake's. He invalidated. That is going to be that, guys. Black back into the pits. Wow, Marcus pulling it out in the last little section there of the qualies. That's a great lap by Marcus. Look, you don't mind starting P1 at Bahrain. You've got a nice run to the start, that first turn 1. But you're so scared people run you in from the back there because it's a tough breaking point.
That's what they call a dive bomb.
That's what they call a dive bomb. Well, there's your list, guys. Marcus P1, Brian P2, Brut P3. He's pulled himself in there. All of a sudden, Brut is way up in the 129s. Great drive there by him. Khate P4, Safa P5, Chuk 6, Griever 7, followed by Jakes, Casto, Black and Cuzzy, Keycracker, and the list just went straight off my screen. You wonderful thing. And
There you go.
and then we're back. Keycracker, Osmond, Taserface, and a couple of guys after that to close off the pack. But we're not going to worry about that yet. We're going to get Marcus into this booth as quick as we can so we can have a bit of a chat to him. So let's get over to that. All right, so we're still on audio, yes, so you guys can hear how wonderfully we sound while we're getting the guy into the booth. Where is that Marcus? I love dragging people into the show like this. Let's do it immediately. What do you say? Shall we just wrap it? Let's throw Marcus in there. And while Marcus is now sitting here and hearing us go live, I'm going to see if I can get him a live interview screen set up. But we could talk to him in the meantime, Marcus, because that was a heck of a lap at the end there, brother.
Oh yeah, it was fastest lap I've ever done on this track.
Personal best. That's nice. Awesome. Congrats, man.
Congratulations on that, Marcus. That's exactly what this is about, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. Big props to Osman for getting me a slipstream and in the beginning of the lap.
Oh, he did?
Oh yeah.
So it was a scaly team effort is what you're saying?
I was basically like 3/10 up in the first sector.
That's fantastic, Marcus. But that's your lap. I mean, you pulled it out when it needed to happen, bro. That's really what it's about. You were having a battle there all the time for the top three. And the other guys, I think, felt the pressure a little bit. Two guys actually validated the lap. One pulled out right at the end, wasn't happy with it. So what a P1 there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy with this lap.
What's your take on the race? Marcus, what do you feel strat-wise? High degradation track, we know that because of all the sand and marbles and whatever that goes onto this track. But race-wise, do you feel confident?
I mean, yeah, but anything can happen. So there's probably gonna be a lot of safety cars. So I have to keep my mind open.
You don't.
How's the track temperature?
Currently, it's quite perfect for my car setup. So.
Okay. Is it hard on the tires?
Surprisingly, not.
Okay.
With my setup, my tire degradation is quite low.
Okay, that's good.
Gotcha. Hey, Marcus, bro, good luck for the race. We hope that it goes well out there. And please keep your wings on, brother. We know you can do this. Good luck with the race. And show us a P1 for McLaren tonight. What a start for you guys. Good luck with it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck with the season.
Let me drop him back there by his beautiful Mauritian friend. Those two have been practicing every single day for this race, so it shows. It shows that their teamwork has worked together as well.
Yeah, you heard they're actually using a team. So it's not just two guys driving together; they're actually using teamwork.
They are using teamwork, and that's what it's all about, you know. So yeah, Marcus getting himself a P1. They've got a nice place to start on the opening race. Gives you a lot of confidence for the season.
Well, we've already got the 1, 2, 3 that we usually call for.
Oh, we do?
Mandy going for Brian first. Of course, both Mandy and Amy. Brian first. But Mandy says Brian first, Chooks second, Ruud third.
Wow, interesting mix there.
Amy says Brian first, and then it's a toss-up between Marcus and Chooks for 2 and 3.
Yeah, I feel something there. I actually get what they're saying, because like I said, I don't think that Chooks has given himself justice on the qualies here. He's a good driver, we know that. And when he's quick on sector 2, you can make up a lot of time on the egg. So that's a nice call there. I like that.
Yeah, there's already some coaching going on in the chatting here. Duncan telling Griever to check his tires before he starts racing.
You gotta love it, hey? You gotta love those, what do they call them, the backseat drivers. That's fantastic. Come on, guys, coach each other there. Let's do this, eh?
How much time we got until we start here?
They usually start 5 minutes after that quali, and there's a formation lap, so we can do a little short intro here. Thanks once again to Suzuki and Mitsubishi, as well as CMH Group, Belito, Nati. Thank you for all your efforts with the sponsorships, and yeah, this one's going out to you guys, a little bit of a sponsor ad. Hey, there we go, guys. We are back and live and waiting for these guys to ready up. I don't think it's going to be, probably a minute or so, and then we have a formation lap on board, and we are going to get away, at Bahrain with our first league race. It's pretty cool. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, I tell you. This is a difficult track because now it was open. The guys was just racing, but with 16 drivers on this track, it's almost a full grid.
It changes everything, doesn't it? Hey, when there's people around you, you got to dodge them and don't hit my wing off. And oh, geez, you guys heard how it goes sometimes, even in a testing phase. Can you imagine how they're going to chirp each other if it's a league race? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we've managed to filter that, so that shouldn't come through again in the future. But yeah, I'm excited to see what these guys do. Remember, like we spoke about as well, Confucius, your quali laps. That's one thing. That's a one lap race pace, When you get into a race, it's a different thing to manage your car. Strategies come on board, safety cars get involved. Mm-hmm. Everything changes. So the way you drive is a different thing. The way you think is a different thing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look at it was just qualifying and look at the two drivers just now.
Yeah.
Used it just to gain that little edge.
I mean,
but it was teamwork.
And even Brett at the end there, he actually surprised me. He just came out of nowhere and put himself into P4, was it? And it's, where were you all day?
Yeah.
Great lap there by him.
Yeah, of course. These guys, in general, these guys are all good drivers. And they're on the grid.
They're on grid and they are going into their formation lap. This is fantastic. Yep. We are getting to see this whole thing unfold live, everybody. Good.
Oh, interesting. Let's see if it started on the right spots. Number 1 was outside line.
Number 1 outside line. Okay, that is interesting.
It's on the left-hand side, and the first turn is to the right.
Yeah, and as you said it, now I remember when the guys are starting in P1, they always try and dive over to the right to close off the corner.
Yeah. But then again, remember, 3 disqualifieds. Okay. Remember, number 2 will also want, because it's such a sharp corner, number 2 will also try to come over to the left side.
Yes, exactly.
Because you want to cut into the corner.
And remember, 3 and 4 is gaining all the slipstream on the start.
Yep.
So they're going to gain place on them by the time they get to turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 1's going to become, what do they say, like a funnel. It's a funnel that happens at the end of the day. I hope you guys got your coffees.
You guys start.
Or your Savannah.
Some of them would probably have, knowing all these people watching, they probably have something stronger than just coffee.
Yeah, I can't say Savannah because they're not paying me to say their name. It's Havana. Let's call it Havana. It's going to be a very good little start.
I see three guys stayed on the grid.
Yeah.
Probably went for a quick break and all that. Not back fast enough.
Yeah, not launching in time. All got disconnected because I see a couple of people have rejoined again, so there might be a bit of a sync issue. I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. These 3 are all DSQs, so don't know if they're there. We'll see when the race starts.
Yeah, and remember what also happens, a lot of people that are load shedding, some people are on inverter systems and that too, and that power change also affects them if they were in the lobby already too. So there's a lot of factors involved. We're just happy the guys can be on track and race for us.
Yeah. And the guys coming in onto the grid.
Viewers, I don't even know who I want to follow here because everybody's fast in that first 9, first 10. They're going to just go for each other on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's climb on board with, there it is. Oh. Brian missed his parking spot. He got pulled back.
5 DSQs.
Look at those tires. Ouch. They're all on mediums, aren't they? Most of them.
Let me get that detail for you. Mediums, and hards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hards, and Taser starting on the softs. He's the only one.
We got 4
hot track.
5 lights. Lights are out and away we go at Bahrain, everybody. Fusion Racing League coming to you live. Marcus getting a really good launch, but so did Brett, pulling alongside on Brian immediately. What do they do at turn 1? This gets very interesting. See how they just start bunching up.
Ooh, Blade hopping all the way to second.
Massive turn 1 there, but they did manage to get out of there kind of clean, I think.
Yep.
Mark is still taking P1 at the moment. Brian P2. Brett chasing hard now. Brett did get a nice launch there. He was alongside Brian, but Brian closed the door there. He was on the inside line.
It's a very clean. We thought, well, I thought that first corner was going to cause some issues, and it didn't. It was a clean corner. Some lockups from the guys on the last corner.
Brett,
And one of the
unfortunately,
Red
spinning
Bulls,
out.
Brett spinning out. That's causing a caution. Brett going all the way to last place. Ouch.
That's so tough, especially if you spin out on lap 1. You have to wait for the cars to get past you, and you lose all your positions.
Yep. Otherwise, you cause a collision, and yeah.
I know that we have those delta
Yep.
issues again there, Confucius. I think that's going to come through for 1 or 2 laps. But wow, I mean, all the way up to 10th place, 9th place. I mean, 1.2 seconds is the longest gap to the leader. It's pretty good.
Yep. That's all. I mean, look at the how close the top. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 is. All 4 right on each other's heels.
So you guys can
This
see
time
it.
coming in, Marcus with a 1:34.6.
Yeah, that's a launch lap, so it'll be a lot slower. And because he was leading the pack.
Yeah. Tires still need to warm up and all that.
Yeah.
And there comes the desync issue again. The times will refresh just now.
Yeah, that usually just happens for a lap or so, and then it should be gone.
Yep.
Osman, he's spun out, I think. He's all the way down to the bottom, P16, P17, P15, sorry. Brett as well, P16. I'm pretty sure Brett's going to put himself on a set of hards. He's just going to play the long game.
Yeah. Yeah, because you get your different driving styles. I mean, some guys like doing the long haul all the way to last 10 laps, and then they go to a softer tire and they finish with a sprint.
Yep.
Some of the guys, especially the ones now, this is a hot track, doing the mediums, getting out in front in the first couple of laps, and then when they get there, well, after about 10 or between 10 and 15 laps, they'll switch over to the hards and just cruise it to the end. But I think, what do you think? A one or a 2 stopper?
Yeah, if you can
you drove it.
Yeah, if you can get away with a 1 stopper, that's ideal. You know, you'd like to do a hard medium run. But these guys it's a bit tricky for them because they have to put in strategies as well. They have to consider there might be a safety car. And Taser's playing that type of a game. That's why he's on softs. And he's just trying to bang out positions at the moment, hoping for a safety car, and then he's back in the game with a new strat. So ideally, if everything goes in a perfect world, you're looking at a 1 stopper, if you can.
Yeah. Well, Mark is putting on a 132.
132?
132.8. Dropping 2 seconds. You can see those tires moving up now, so everybody's speeding up.
Confucius, can you tell me what the screen is like on your side? I just got a WhatsApp message saying that the vision's blurry, but that could be a download issue from their side too. If they don't have enough speed, then they can't stream it. Is yours quite clear?
I'm watching it now, and it's clear from my side.
Okay, that could be a
I have
download
a little
issue.
bit of lag every now and then, but clear vision.
Lag is unfortunately something we just have to contend with in it looks like the broadcast mode.
Yeah.
But the onboard looks good. It looks solid. Taser really making use of those softs. He did bring himself up a whole bunch of positions over there.
I think from around last 10 laps on this one, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, no doubt. And you'll probably see a couple of guys diving into the pits for softs, depending on what the race does and how it unfolds. But
the rest, yeah, because
the last 10 are great.
If you think of it, a stop is 25 seconds, you said.
Yeah.
That's huge. Makes a huge difference. So just one extra stop is 25 seconds you lose.
That's right. They also now... Chooks and Jakes need an invite, apparently. I don't think they can get back in.
Okay.
I'm just looking at these guys driving now.
Oh, I see. Chooks is ghosted.
Yeah.
Chooks is ghosted.
These guys are driving mad paces at the moment. What happens, guys, is after lap 3, or into lap 3, they get what they call the DRS activation zone kicks in. So that means if you are 1 second behind your driver ahead of you within a second, your back rear flaps open up and give you an advantage of speed. So you gain time then on the driver in front, which allows for more overtaking and passing. So you'll see that coming into play, especially when you look at the top 4. 3, 4, and what is that? Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. They're going to be under pressure soon with DRS now kicking in as well.
Do you perhaps have Chooks on your friends list? I see Rasta's. Jake's out of the race.
Jake's out.
Yep.
I don't see Chooks on my side, no.
No, Chooks, yeah. I also don't have him on my friends list.
You know what I'm finding quite interesting here, Confucius? If I look at Brian, I think he's managing. He's not letting Marcus run away from him at the moment. He's still within a 1.92 second gap.
Yeah, it's keeping the pressure.
Yeah, and they're forming a bit of a DRS train behind them, those next three drivers. But Marcus is definitely not running away with it yet.
Yep. Well, 1.7 to Marcus from Brian, but then you have Safa 0.6, Hataya 0.6. Then only from 4 to 5, you have a bit of a gap, almost 6.5 seconds.
Yeah.
But then you have a big fight going on again. 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 10 is a big gap again.
Oh, changes happening there with Casto and with
Kazi
bumping each other a little bit. They're showing the love on the same team there.
Just a little love tap.
I tell you what, I'm interested in seeing though. I'm watching these two still go at each other. Yeah, there could be sync issues as well because it looks like they can't see each other on track. But that we can sort out later and talk to them about it. I'm having a look at Safa.
The fight going on at the moment, Casto and Griever, they keep on switching positions. But it seems like Casto is having some desync issues.
Yeah, that's what I was picking up.
These cars jumping all over the track.
And then you got the likes of Osman and Brett. They're having a battle over there with Chooks. But I think they would because remember, Chooks is sitting with AI.
His AI.
So he's going to be had now by Brett, and Osman's going to fly past him as well. But I wanted to keep my eye out there again on Safa. What was interesting to me, if I look at Brian, he's staying with Marcus. Marcus is on 18% battery life. Brian's down to 3.4. He's burnt his battery. Safa's still sitting at 62%. So he's using that flap now to his benefit, just staying with Brian all the time and charging his battery up.
Yep, slowly getting in. And because Brian is more than a second behind Marcus, he's not really going to be able to use it. So Safa's got the advantage there. He's under 0.5 seconds.
Yeah. The move's coming now.
DRS.
No, it's not. I see Brutch just had, he's busy trying to have Casto, but what happened to him there? Did he just drop a position again?
Yep, Safa taking from, Marcus dropping to third. Has he gone into the pits?
No, I think Marcus he's lost control of the car a little bit because he's still in fourth place there.
Because he dropped all the way to sixth place. He keeps on dropping.
He's dropping more. He's crashed. He's
Marcus
parked in a dangerous position. He's disqualified. I'm looking at his car right now. He's by the Lenovo board.
There's DSQ. Ouch.
Wonder what happened there. Not a good time to pull the guys into the booth now if they do something. The words won't be very pleasant.
Yeah, he's a DSQ.
Wow.
With Jake's being a DNF.
Wonder what happened there. Well, we'll find out after the race.
We'll find out in the race, yes.
But Brian's very happy. He's in P1 at the moment.
Yep. But Taser's catching up to Black.
That's of those softs.
Beaver getting a 3-second penalty for multiples. Taser about to pass Black.
Opening up that wing. There's the wing.
Yep. You can see the nice gap in the wing. Opens it up for straights. And there we go.
Once again,
Black keeping it clean and just getting into his slipstream as he passed.
Intelligent driving by Black there. He knew he was going to be had down that straight. He just pulled out to the right, waited for the car to come past him, gets back in his slipstream, and I'm going to get DRS on the next turn and stay with you again. Clever driving.
Get the guy to drag him all the way there.
Oh.
But Safa in number 2 is running about 0.6 behind Blade.
Yeah, he's
Brian
having a good drive. And like I said, he's got high battery life still, 71%. Brian on 13. Safa's going to have the advantage. Now, he didn't get a good exit there, but he'll have the advantage of the flap opening up.
A lot of chipping going on for Griever. His work colleagues.
Really? Let's have a look at Griever. Let's put him on board there. There he is. There's your Griever, everybody. He's not grieving,
Keith
is
saying
he?
Griever Lando is pulling away.
There's his flap opening up.
Griever Vin Diesel says too soon.
I'm just interested in P1 and P2 at the moment. They're coming up to the start-finish line, and I think Safa's going to want to have him on this turn. This is going to be his move he needs to make.
Let's see. As luck would have it, I'm on board with Griever because he's chasing Kazi. That's the other fight going on.
Fantastic. Got himself a penalty. What is that for?
There's multiple warnings. Probably
off track.
Track limits and all that.
I wonder if Safa is also doing a bit of a management game here, because he knows Brian is quick, and Brian's pulling him away from Khataya, because Khataya is a quick driver too.
Yeah, he is a very good driver.
So to come to that point that you were talking about, Confucius, look at what those softs have done for Taserface. Tian Morkel, better known on the driver intro video, but he's gone up 10 positions from his starting point on those softs. He's gained track position of note. Very good move by him. That's our highest gainer so far. I can't say the biggest loser is Marcus because something's happened to him on track, but then it would be next best would be Brett and Black, both down by 5 and 7 respectively. So not the greatest start, and I think that they wanted. We know that Brett had that spin on lap 1, which caused him to be where he is.
Yeah, it's part of the racing, but who was it last time? Was it Marcus back then that also had a spin out, dropped all the way to almost last place and raced his way back?
He did. He came back onto the podium, and I mean that's
so
what these guys can do.
Anything's possible. There's still a lot can happen.
Yeah. Kazi really putting on the pressure now at the moment at Griever. You can see Griever just ahead of Kazi at the moment. He's still having a rifle battle at the moment with each other.
They keep on swapping. Griever was behind and then other way and so on. Mandy says game sound is gone.
Mandy says the game sound is gone. That's not very good.
Fusion Racing League, your game sound is also gone.
That is so strange. I'm pulling it back up, guys. Let me know if it's there. If it's not there again, thank you. That's why you guys are there for us. It's not just us working here. It's the spectators are working in the background for us.
Yep.
That's why we got you guys here. You think we got you because we like you? Okay, we do. We do. We like you.
And, well, Kazi and Griever having their fight, and Safa and Brian having their fight. But if you look at the back of the grid, Key Cracker on Osman's heels.
Yes, he is. I see Kazi did pull off that move. He's made it stick a little while ago. But you see, that's happening to poor Custo. Custo's still not in, and I think that's what's happening at the moment.
Can you maybe drop Chooks on EA? Chooks, drop him an invite. Seeing it, you've got the game on EA.
I can. Guys, give us a second. Yeah, we'll do a little transition
and
over.
You typed it on the site, Chooks07.
We'll see if we can hook him up there. Give me a second and I'll be back in a moment.
Cool.
That's how we roll.
Yep.
And we still live. We can still chat to our people because we still live, but they don't see what I'm doing in the background now, do they?
Yep, and there goes the video.
Let's see if I can quickly get Chooks on board here for us and get him back.
Pesto needs an invite too.
All right, so they said it was Chooks07, right?
Yeah, Chooks.
0702?
No, just it's capital CH 00KS dash 07.
Oh no, just say that again.
Send it to you.
Thank you.
And also, there's somebody else as well. Duncan. Oh no, it's
Casto?
Just checking who else needs. Let's see our chat. Just trying to see if I can see who else needs an invite.
Yep, I know we're still live, guys. We just want to sort a few things out in the background so we can make sure that they get back on track and let the rest of the race continue. So just bear with us. It does say technical difficulties, doesn't it?
If you guys know of anybody else that needs an invite, let us know, please. Nobody's noting anybody that still needs an invite, so I take it it's only Chooks.
Alright, I should have something here now. Looks like we got something right.
Video's nice and smooth.
There we go. Chooks invite sent. Hopefully he gets back in, guys. All of my side is done. Let me get back to the racing for the viewers.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see what happens while we were gone. Ryan getting a 5-second. Speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, you did?
There's a safety car out.
Well, that's perfect timing. It allows us to continue with this whole thing in the background at the moment so we can get a few things sorted. And that is fantastic. While we're here, let me down the volume a little bit over here and give a quick shout out at the same time. So Griever, as everybody's been commenting and chirping already about it, but it's Zane Studler, the GBDM in brackets, whatever that means. I think it's big because it's in brackets. Zane, thanks for joining us. Duncan Cameron, the regional manager, thank you for joining us, and keep chirping the lad. We love it. It's really cool to have you guys on board. And once again, a shout out to our sponsors, the CMH Group, Suzuki and Mitsubishi.
The difficult is still up.
Yeah, it's still up.
Okay.
And we are now going back, hopefully live. Let's see if we can get back to the live race. It should transition over and we should be back, so let's go. So yeah, welcome and thank you guys for joining us on the live stream. It's nice to have spectators and that with us, and it makes it exciting for us that we're not the only two people that are mad watching the sport.
Of course we're mad, that's why we're here.
We love it. We love the sport.
All those nice big gaps is closing at just Cooper, and maybe he spun out. He's over 16 seconds behind the rest.
He is.
The rest 1 second or less.
I'm just on board with Chooks now. I don't see his car ghosting at the moment, so he looks good. It's only Casto. We couldn't get him in, unfortunately. It's not. I'm not picking him up anywhere, but at least Chooks is back. And and all to play for. We've got safety car. They're all bunched up again. They can race.
Yep. Keep it fun. Let's see. I did send Casto a friend invite. Let's see if I can get him, if I can find him.
You know what's weird? My mic wasn't on. I was talking to nobody. So,
welcome to my world.
Welcome to our world, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that whole speech I did with Duncan and Zane, it's gone. Is it Zane? Am I right? It is Zane. So I'm going to say it again. Zane Stadler, in brackets, GBDM in big letters, guys. So that's a big thing. That's an important thing. And then Duncan Cameron, the regional manager. We just want to say thank you guys for being on board here for Griever and giving him a shout out and giving him grief for Griever. Did you see how I did that? That was so good. That's what I do for a living. But thank you guys for being on board. We love having you guys around. We are getting back to racing, everybody. We made it in time. Lap 12 out of 29.
See, you know, it changes the race again because there's all those big gaps that came up. Now they're all gone.
They're all gone.
They had their spins now. Hopefully it's over now.
And they're giving us hard work now to keep our eye on this again.
Yep. But as you can see from, I see you've got the details going, guys. Taserface going 10 positions since started.
Very big position gain, and the safety car's worked in his favor. It's absolutely. Yep. What is he? Is he still driving the same tire? Let's have a quick look. Let me see his tire change over there. Leave the interval on. There's your tires. He's put himself on a set of hards. Look at that. That whole soft stint has just worked for him.
Yep. And another person for Griever's cheerleading squad. Well, Griever's griefing squad.
That's very
Saint
good.
Potato joined to give him some more grief.
Team grievings, eh?
Yeah. It's almost like his wife hired them all to do this.
Paid? Is it paid spectators?
Maybe. I don't know.
we don't want to go there, do we? No, we don't want to go there.
Okay, so
massive battle in P1, 2, and 3 at the moment. Khataya right up the backside of Safa, Safa on the backside of Brian. These guys are going each other, and then Taser, I think, playing the long game again because now he's on those hards and he knows he can basically spend a bit of time on the track.
New fastest time, 132.4.
Great lap there
from Brian.
There's changes happening with Brett. Them, they're having a rifle play time there too.
Taser and Black having a little fight all the way around.
There you go, everybody. There's your Griever teammate that you're all shouting for. Busy being had by the Red Bull. Red Bull opening up that throttle and battery. Great shot of the two of them going past us there right now. That's beautiful to see. Look at that clean driving though, once again, Confucius. Like you said, they're not trying to take each other out on the turn. They left the space and they keep going for it.
Yep.
Really nice to see.
Let the guy pass and chase him down and take it back.
Chooks again, as well. Chooks is making up positions, let me tell you. Now that he's back in that seat.
It worked well in his favor now with this safety car because now he's in and he's sitting in 10th position. He could easily work his way up.
Absolutely.
If you look at the time, we're only on lap 14 of 29. He's still got time. He can work his way all the way up.
Is he having a look at that McLaren now, Osman? And I think he's going to have him pretty soon. A lot of pace on him, does Chooks, on those hards. Those hards have just lit up for him at the right time, yeah.
Yep. And Kazi chasing down Black.
Great move there by Chooks. He's closed off that door. Let's have a look at Kazi there quickly. Kazi and Black having a good battle. Even a better lap time there by Brian.
Brian, a 132.3.
I'm impressed with that. You know, he's the front runner. He's got clean air. We know that, so that is to his benefit. But it's still fantastic to see lap after lap you're bettering your time. That tells me he's got good consistency.
And Kazi just buying his time behind Black. I don't think DRS is enabled yet.
Casto is back in. So cool to have him back in.
Kazi's just sitting behind about 0.3 behind Black. I'll hop to the front three. Those three on each other's heels.
They're driving tight. The only person that's really slowing the pack down a bit now is Taserface in 4th position in the Ferrari. You see, that's the 4-second gap. But from there, these guys are all right on each other's heels all the time.
Kazi taking Black.
Black has pulled over. Something happened to Black there. He went right off track. I'm not too sure what happened there. I think he's also trying to get a bit of a position for Brett, because Brett's right on him now as well. That's the two Red Bulls side by side there. And Brett taking that position as well. He might be getting pulled along by Brett. If that's the team play, then what he'll do is sit in his DRS and let Brett pull him along all the way.
Yeah. Charge up the DRS and pass him.
Yeah.
Some nice team play going on. Cooper getting a 3-second penalty.
It's about time, Cooper. We've
I'm
been waiting
so
all
happy
night.
for Cooper.
Yeah, I mean,
Finally getting his penalty.
we're now past halfway mark of the race, and now it's his penalty only. Shocking. He's no, you can't become
slipping.
such a good driver. You can't.
Yeah, he's slipping up.
No, unlucky there, Cooper. But safety car again, eh? Another safety car. Somebody else is out. Not sure what happened.
Ooh, Taser getting a penalty and somebody getting a drive-through penalty.
Well, that could be speeding under the yellow flags. You know what was very interesting there, though, Confucius? The top 3 guys just missed the pit lane. They had to go past. They didn't get a chance to pit. Everybody else dives in, and they back onto mediums.
Yeah, under safety car. But Osman getting Osman sitting on the drive-through penalty.
Wow. That safety car surprised me. It felt like it came out so quickly.
Now all the gaps closing again.
Guys,
in Chooks' favor.
We must.
Chooks just got you.
Confucius, we're going to start a league where we just do 5 lappers, because that's what it boils down to at the end, isn't it?
Yeah. Little quick laps. Let's race a bit and then get tired or get it slow down.
But it is good. It neutralizes the field for everybody. It gives them time to think of what they want to do next. That's why you can't look at the Doc. The Doc was out of the running with qualifiers. I think he started in P16. He's currently sitting in 6th position. No penalties, put himself into the mix. He's now also there. He can block that field as much as he likes. So, wow, this is good. It opens up doors for everybody. Jakes, is it Jakes that DNF'd?
Jakes is a DNF early already.
Was that earlier?
And Marcus with his DSQ, of course.
Okay.
And penalties, we're sitting on Brian's got a 5-second. Riva on 3. Taser on 5. Osman, ouch, sitting on a drive-through penalty.
That's going to hurt.
Cooper on a 3-second.
Confucius, just a second there. I hear Ted in the pits has got something for us. Ted, no, we don't have a Ted. What am I doing? For those of you who watch F1, Ted is the guy that usually stands in the pits and gives them pit information in the real F1 races. We haven't got a Ted yet, but we're looking for one.
But a whole lot of shuffling going on under the safety car. The guys right on each other's heels. Guys still going into the pits.
Yeah.
See it, safety car still out.
That's the thing. People like Brian now, he had to do the pit. So did Safa. Otherwise, they lose that pit stop, the cheap pit stop as they call it. So they're there, but they've lost so much track position because of it.
Yeah, you've got the top 3 drivers, only 1 stop. The rest all have 2 stops already. So all of them have stopped on both, probably stopped on both safety cars.
Yeah. Look, that tells me that if you've done 1 pit stop only, you have to pit again. There's no way your tires are going to go to the end. And on top of it, so that the people know, you can't start a race on hards and finish on that same set of tire. The rule of the racing is you have to change to another compound within that whole race span. So in other words, if you've started on hards, you have to go and put on a set of mediums or a set of softs in order to finish the race without being disqualified.
Yeah, otherwise the guys can hop on their softs and just race, keep on changing to the softs.
Exactly. So they got a little bit of rules and regulations on what they can and cannot do. If I see 1 stopper, then it tells me they definitely have to pit again. But that puts Burton, Taser, Black, even Osman and Chooks. Chooks is back in the running, and look where he was just a moment ago.
And you can't wait that pit stop too long, because 25 seconds in the last, let's call it 10 laps.
That's massive.
That's a risk.
Yeah, big risk. Who are we waiting for right at the back there? Cooper. Cooper's coming along. He went for a late pit stop.
Yep. And Khataya now in first place.
I don't think that the safety car will come in this lap then, if that last driver is a little bit too far away.
Yeah.
So we'll have 1 more lap of safety cars, which gives me a great time to thank our sponsors again for their involvement. Let's just have a look-see and make sure that he's not coming in. No, he's not. So we are pretty safe.
Yep. on softs.
Yeah,
with
it's a tricky
track
one.
temperature.
Sorry, guys, we were just talking off air there. Now we see a lot of the top runners that only had one stop. They've dived to the pits there to get a cheap pit stop as well out of this to get back behind the pack. And we were just saying now, is it possible that they could even go to softs and maybe try that? I don't know.
Chooks has done it.
Chooks
is on softs.
Well, he's going to give us our
0
answer.
laps.
He's going to come flying through the pack, though. I know that much. With those softs.
Kataya's on hards. Already done 7 laps.
Yeah, you see, that's the whole thing. He'll put a lot of time, he'll close the time a lot between himself and Khataya, which is now P1. But like we're saying, the cars are much lighter now. Most of the fuel is burnt off. And the track is well rubbered in. So that soft might just make it. It's going to be touch and go.
Yes. Let's see.
What I'd like to see those.
Cracker now way behind, sitting in 9 seconds behind. And Cooper has now gone up to 11th.
Cooper's on 11?
Yep.
Not bad. Made up a lot of positions again there. That's because those people had to pit.
Yep.
Here we go.
Guys finally deciding, and there we go.
This is going to be him now. Khataya has to slow down and make sure he doesn't get too close to that safety car, otherwise the game basically stops you from driving. As soon as that safety car is in the pit lane, then they can get going. But you don't want to start earlier either at Bahrain. It's such a long straight. The slipstream is massive. P2's going to have you.
Yep.
Then you can see he's pulling away from that slipstream.
Black safety car. Black dropping back. Did he spin out?
I see him at the back of the pack, but he didn't spin out. Is that an immediate safety car again?
No, it's caution. Change to caution.
Stay back. He's back on the track. I see him right at the back here. Here he comes now.
Okay, so not crashed out.
Not crashed out.
Yeah.
Back to our front runners there. Kazi now chasing down Khataya.
Key Cracker just dropped back a bit. Cooper's off. Cooper's ghosted.
Cooper's
back.
Yeah, I see him on the track. Look at that gap Khataya's pulling on Kazi at the moment. He loves the clean air. Good little driver.
Khataya on... You see, Kazi's going to have an issue maybe.
Yeah, Kazi's under a lot of pressure at the moment.
8 laps. But Kazi is 9 laps on mediums already.
Right. And brand new ones. You can see the grip he's getting out of those new tyres.
Yep. Bert's got 3 laps on his mediums.
Putting himself straight there into P2. Now he's going to chase down Khataya. This is going to be a good finish.
Yep, and the only one... Brian moving up a few spots at once there.
How's Greenwood doing?
Duke's the only one taking the chance on the soft. He's going for broke now. Going all out.
He's made up 2 positions already, didn't he?
Yep, he's sitting on 8th.
Shows you how terrible a safety car can be your biggest winner and your biggest loser at the same time.
And Chuke's taking another spot.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a double pass. Osman dropping back.
Osman just
went
into
the
pits. Yeah, I think he was the last one that needed to pit stop.
I don't see any damage. He's only 4 laps on the... Oh, he's the drive-through.
Oh, that's
Remember,
the
he's
drive-through.
the drive-through. So he's serving it early, gives him time to catch up. Duke's climbing another spot to 6.
Look at those soft tyres. They're working for him.
He's climbing quickly, and if you look at the gaps between 2, 3, 4, 5, under a second, and Chooks now already almost on a second behind Brian.
Making up a lot of pace. These top 3 are having a good old battle there. Well, it's actually 2, 3, and 4.
But if you think about it, Khataya is the only one on hards there, and he's still staying in front of the mediums.
He's got 7 lap old hards.
9 lap.
9 laps. They'll go deep. I mean, it's also a lot like the car, like we said earlier. So it's a good chance if he just keeps it up. I don't know how they're going to drop off on him though by lap 25, 26.
Yeah, but then you look at Kazi. Kazi's 10 laps on mediums.
Brian coming up with a move here at the moment to that Ferrari. He wants to pull up there as well, that Williams. Is that the Williams that I like with that beautiful Duracell battery on the top? It is.
Yep.
Love that car.
And
so
here is Osafa putting up a 131.9.
Oh, Taserface.
But he's not catching Getaye.
Taserface just been had by Brian there.
But if you look at it, he's actually losing time to Getaye.
That's crazy.
Getaye is still on the hards.
Brian making another move on the inside there of the Red Bull.
And he takes Brut.
He's taken Brut. Great drive here by Brian at the moment, bringing himself back up onto the podium.
Good. He's chasing it again. And of course, his two cheerleaders cheering for him on the side.
Look what's happening there with Black and Kazi. They're fighting as well. Only a 10th difference between the two of them. Kazi, 4-10s there behind Griever. Another drop there by Black. Black's just taken Kazi as well. Put Kazi into 9th position. Griever's starting to settle in there. He's looking pretty safe and solid at 7th position.
And Chuke's about to pass somebody else. Yep, he takes Taser.
Great move on the outside.
Outside line on the corner, and he keeps it.
Looked like he got a little bit of a kiss there, didn't he?
Yep, a little bit. Not too hard.
Not too hard. He managed to save it.
Just a little pick.
Still great driving by these guys. I mean, this is so nice to see these guys fight this hard and clean, like we said always. And it's nice racing to watch.
Of course.
And it's only Confucius. It's only special because we've got good commentators in the booth.
Of course. And we're so good that we've got a whole team of cheerleaders.
We've got a whole team of cheerleaders. You know what I mean?
Which other side can say that?
And we've got, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get one of those ladies. They're going to qualify to be our pit lane Ted. Let us know what's going on in the pits.
Oh, little tap there from to Chooks.
Pays and Chooks.
Tapped him behind.
I'm just keeping my eye here on Brian at the moment. He is putting on all the pressure on Zaffa in that Ferrari.
Oh, and we've got a bouncer. We've got the cheerleaders, and we've got Mama Wanda as our bouncer.
She's the bouncer.
Keeping everybody in check.
I like that. Bounced me my whole life, brother.
Yep. A lot of practice.
Brian is having a really solid drive. I'm quite impressed with him at the moment. But that being said, Safa's now been pushed by Brian, so Safa's picked up the pace a bit, and he's starting to close the gap to Getaye.
Mm-hmm. But it's a close one. 2, 3, and 4, all right on each other's heels.
There goes.
Where's Chooks? Chooks only 1.3 behind Bruet in 5th.
Made up a lot of places. Another good drive there.
Oh, your mom's got her icon as well. She's got a little pink hand.
It's a pink hand.
Yeah. So each of the cheerleaders now have their own one.
That's interesting.
Mandy's got the little blue thing. Amy's got the little red one. Jenny's got the little octopi. And your mom's got the pink hand.
There goes Brian, inside line there on the Ferrari Safa. Taking the inside turn, he had the DRS advantage and he's made that turn stick. Great move there by Brian, straight up to P2. That Williams, good move there.
Mm-hmm. See, Chuke's chasing hard. He's sitting on 0.7 behind Bruet, 5th place. That's good racing from way behind during the, and the ladies sending you all the emoticons just for you.
No, that's for Brian, I'm pretty sure, because he's having a sterler drive over here at the moment. He's just put himself up a purple sector 1 as well. Look at that gap he's closed on Getaye. Only 1.5, 1.6 seconds difference now. Safa's trying to stay with him.
Safa's right behind him.
Yeah.
And Brett is pushing Safa because he's right behind him.
And I think that now those hards are busy starting to fall off if I look at how those mediums are catching him.
Yep, and Brett is being chased because he's got Chooks 1 second behind him.
This is the racing we all waited for, guys. Season 3, Race 1, Bahrain Fusion Racing League at its best.
Mama Wanda, we don't know what we would do without you guys. You guys just keep it going. It's awesome.
We love what we do.
Mama Wanda asking, what will they do without us, ladies? Any sport need their cheerleaders.
We do, absolutely. We are only here because of you guys. And our sponsor, of course.
Of course.
It's a great old battle going on there, man. If I look at everything all the way there, P1 to P5, anything's possible. A little spin out and your position's gone.
It's slowly, little gaps opening, but not big. One little mistake. Because if you look at the times, Chooks taking Bruet.
Great move there by Chooks. Those softs are really coming into play now. I mean, we've only got 5 laps left, including this one. 6 laps, including this one.
Yep.
So, wow, I think the softs would pay off there, Confucius.
They are. That was a good gamble on his side. Kataya still, he's sitting on 13 laps in the odds.
But look how close that gap is now. Brian's only 6 tenths. He's getting advantage of DRS on him too.
Yep.
Chook's only 1.2 seconds away from Safa. Safa's going to start seeing him coming up in the mirror very quickly.
Yep.
I tell you, they're trying to get out of that slipstream.
Well, while they're fighting, if you don't mind, can I mention next weekend?
Please do. Let those be. Yeah, you guys have got to hear this. This is fantastic.
Guys, next weekend, there's a thing, an ice bath challenge. It's for a world record. They're trying to get 1,000 people to sit in an ice bath for a minute or more. I help out at a rescue called Adora Bull or Adora Bull Terrier. They will have a stall there, and you'll be able to buy tickets through them as well. And they will also get a part of a little piece of the money. And the whole ice bath challenge is going towards rhino conservation.
It's a fantastic
So
movement.
please go have a look. Go check on Facebook, Adora Bull Terrier. Get your tickets. Go. It's going to be a fun day.
It's fantastic.
And back to the race. We've got a caution. Khataya dropping.
He's just been had by Brian. Brian pulled him on the inside there.
Yep. It's those tires are starting to go. Eh?
They are going. They are going. Safa immediately on the tail now as well of Khataya there. But a great course that is. I'm Confucius. Nice to see people are still so active with those things, and it's needed. It's good to hear about them.
Yeah, my boy's a rescue, and you can ask Jenny so she knows him. He's got amazing personality. Black out.
So sorry about that. Yeah, Black just crashed out, DNF'd, and caused a safety car.
Ouch.
And that is a crazy safety car, because that's going to be, 2 laps of safety car, and we've got a shootout. They're all going to go into bits.
Yeah, we're going to finish with the sprint.
We're finishing with the sprint, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be huge. But Osman, again, unfortunately, not seeing the safety car and getting
another drive-through.
Unlucky, Osman. Osman, you know what? There's always race 2 coming up, brother. That's a tough place to get yourself a drive-through, especially this late in the race. It's going to be tough to recover from that.
Yep. Well, we'll see, eh? If I was Khataya, I would go in now and switch to the softs.
This is the call out. I think they're all going to look at what the leader does. Khataya staying out. Oh, he's faked them. He's back in. Oh, Ferrari faked them. Ferrari stayed out. He's keeping track position.
Yep.
Chooks stays out. That is interesting.
Now it's going to be an interesting one to see. These last laps coming up, it's going to be what? 1 or 2?
2 laps.
1 or 2 laps?
Yeah, they have to do 2 laps. So.
And everybody's switching to the soft, so it's going to be a full-out sprint.
Yes, the problem. Because there's only 2 laps left, there will be no more DRS, so it's just driving ability right now.
Yep.
This is fantastic to see. This is why you watch the streams, guys. Are you all having fun out there?
Sounds like it, because everybody's chatting a lot. We've got Zayn joining in with the ladies.
Wait. Confucius, let's give a shout out there to Griever. Look at that. He's getting a race tomorrow, brother. He's in 4th place. Oh, wait, I think there's going to be chirps on that one. But we'll see. Maybe he gets a little raise, eh?
Yeah. But you see...
What tires is he on?
He's on the mediums. He's got 9 laps on mediums.
Yeah, that's...
He's going to hear it tomorrow, eh?
Because
everybody behind him has got softs.
Yeah, he's gonna have loads of trouble with the likes of Brian, Khataya, and Bruet. They're gonna push hard on the last 2 laps.
They are.
It's gonna be tight. Yeah, I think the safety car will
Duncan
go through.
says 4th is not good enough. Podium or nothing.
Nice one, Duncan. Keeping it real there. Keeping it real. First place or nothing, eh? Tough life.
Yep. We've got Chooks on softs, sitting in 2nd. We've got then 2 mediums, Taser and Griever on the medium tires. But then we've got the 2 fast guys.
3 fast
Blade and
guys.
Getaye on softs.
Got Brett.
New softs.
Yeah, Brett as well. I mean, that.
And then Brett on new softs, yes.
Those three are going to come cruising through.
Drops Caster, Cooper, and Osman on 10-lap mediums.
Look at that. Key Crackers on softs as well. He can put himself up into 9th place, 8th place. He's got some good points coming his way.
Well, if he can get a couple of doubles, he can bring himself up to a 6 or a 7.
Yeah. This is all to play for.
With a good set of softs. Remember, Key Cracker's got 3 sets of 11-lap mediums in front of him.
Then,
so if he pushes hard, he can go right past them.
Confucius, what we have to look at as well is those penalties. Osman's going to hurt himself. He has to do a drive-through. Cooper's got the 3 seconds. It could hurt his positioning maybe by 1 or 2. But Taserface and Griever, Taser with 5, Griever with 3. That's going to hurt them big time now, especially considering Taser's game for podium.
This close, yes, because it's last. You're not going to make that big a gap.
Not in 2 laps.
In the last 2 or 3 laps.
No.
They're going to be 2 laps, 28 and 29. That's if safety car comes in this lap. It should, but let's see.
Let's get a nice clear view for everybody to just see the race for a little bit. It's so nice to see these cars on track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Taserface is going to be, whoa, he's going to drop quite a lot with 5 seconds in 2 laps.
Yeah.
That's going to be a few spots.
Going to be a few positions gone there.
I would say after 2 laps, maybe 3 spots.
Yeah.
Duncan could take out Griever tomorrow because that 3 seconds will probably drop him 2 spots.
Up there at the office, at least it's Thursday, Griever. You got one more hard day with the boss and it's weekend, brother.
Let's see, safety car in this lap. So we got 2 laps. Let's see what happens in 2 laps. We've got some new tires, some old tires.
Oh, Safa warming up those wheels.
Safa running on 10-lap mediums. Duke's running on 9-lap softs. Taser on 11 medium. Griever 10 medium.
Wow.
But then Blade, Getaye, and Brood on brand new softs.
They're the ones to watch.
Yep.
And remember this, they're going to gun for turn 1. It's all or nothing right now.
Good. We know this from Brian. Getaye showed it last time. Aggressive driving. They can do this. Getaye and Blade can work themselves to first and second.
Look at that smart drive by Safa, though. He's just holding the back up. He's not going early because he knows it's a long... There he goes. He's left it right to the last second. And he's trying to build up a little gap there on Chooks already, but Chooks caught him. Chooks is...
Getaye took Brian, and Brian took it back.
Oh,
Brian and Getaye now having a little fight there.
Oh, big bumps. Wings are off.
Ooh.
Told you they're going to go hard at this turn. Red Bull flying through there as well.
Brett and Brian climbing. Griever dropping all the way to 7th place.
Back up to 7th, having a fight there with Castor, I said to him. Brett losing out to Brian at the moment as well. Brian's pushing hard on those softs. There's all to play for.
They are already on 4th place. Brian on 5th. Brett following them all the way up. So it could be a Getaye / Brian and then Brett.
Yeah. They are so
those
hard.
2 are those 3 are 0.2, 0.3 behind each other.
This is crazy good driving. Fantastic to see the end of a race like this.
Getaye taking Taser into 3rd place. Brian into 3rd place with Getaye in 4th. Those 2 going around the track next to each other.
Oh, bit of a bump there, I thought, by Taser.
Getaye dropping to 5th. Of course, the last 2 laps, 28, 29. Brian sitting in 3rd position. Brood, 4th position.
But you can see what's happening there. Confucius Getaye's lost his end plate in the front of his wing, so he's got no turning at the moment, and I think that's what's hurting him.
Ouch, that's gonna hurt.
He's trying to take the inside line.
He's still taking 4th.
Reach back there by the Red Bull. Ferrari getting right off track.
I see the left-hand side of his car. He still took 4th, like that.
Brian pulling a move now on Chooks. He's taking 2nd place. Great move there by Brian.
Yep.
He's on those new softs. Stuff has got to get out of there.
Brian's cheerleaders are going to go nuts. But he's on the softs. We're on the last lap. Let's see. There's caution. Somebody spun out. Brian sitting right behind Safa now, making up time quickly. It's possible.
This is getting down to the wire, guys. The only advantage Safa's got is he's got a little bit more battery than what Brian does. But this is going to come to the end. Those tires are so new. They just got all the grip and traction that he needs for acceleration. This is going to come down to a start-finish line finish, guys. Keep your eye on this race.
Okay, I got kicked out of the game. Let's see, Safa.
This is crazy. It's coming down to the last turn. Brian wants to have this P1. He's alongside him. Safa closes the door on the inside. Brian hard on him now, trying to get that slipstream. Has he made it? They're going across the line side by side, everybody. Who's ever seen this one before? Safa takes it by the skin of his teeth. 0.012 ahead of Brian. That's crazy driving. Oh.
Both those, no penalties, so there's no change there.
No change. Beautiful drive by those
That's
lads.
beautiful. That was very good racing.
Oh, 20-second extra penalty there for Osman for not serving his drive-through. But wow, Brian second place, Safa first place. They were across that line literally the same time. Chooks gets driver of the day.
That was good driving. That was an interesting race.
That was fantastic. Edge of your seat stuff right there. Look at that.
Yep.
That was amazing. Who came in third place? I didn't even see it. I was so excited by P3, up by P1 and 2.
Wasn't it Brut?
I really don't even know, to be honest with you, Confucius. That was a crazy 1 and 2. It's a McLaren. I mean a Merc. Who's in the Mercs? Is that Chooks?
Oh, it could be. Yeah, it's Chooks. Sorry.
I think it's Chooks came third.
All the way from the back of the grid.
That is fantastic. What a drive, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that last little lap as much as we did. That was crazy. We're going to get these drivers into here, what they thought about it. But there is your finishing list. Safa, P1, Brian, P2, Chooks, P3. But look at that gap. If you look at those times, 0.012. Crossed the line at the same time. Thank goodness it's electronic, because otherwise who would have said who won that race?
Yep, Duncan say Griever's already improving because he actually finished the race.
It's fantastic to see I almost said to see Duncan there in that position. Duncan, you there with Griever, so Duncan and Griever, they'll share the same seat. Great ride there by Griever.
Yeah, and Zane saying, I came here to give Griever grief. I leave a Brian cheerleader.
Oh,
what's in that Dr. Oak's top?
That's very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's get this.
That was great race.
That was fantastic to see. I loved that. There's the commentator's booth. We're going to get our driver sorted out, and we will be back with you guys in just a little while. We'll stay online here as we get these guys across, but I've just got some work to do to get everybody in.
Well, they do love your videos, so play one of your quick videos.
Let's do that. I will do that beautiful intro video of ours, and hopefully I'll have all my stuff done by then, and we see how we go from there, guys.
Our sponsors.
Yeah. See you on the other side, everybody. Look how excited they are. They're even talking over the video there, Confucius. But we got our three guys on board here. Safa, Brian, Chooks. The finish of our life to start off a race one. Let me tell you what, that's a crazy ending to a race, but it was fantastic
That was
to watch.
amazing. That was great driving.
So, yeah, let's take it away there. Chooks, we'll start with you. Yeah, you had a couple of incidents where you weren't even in the game and you had to reconnect. And once again, you proof in the pudding on why we say to people, drive hard, drive fast, drive fair, and you can put yourself back in the mix. You're on the podium.
No, definitely. Oh, that finish was hectic. My softs were gone. I think I drove about 13 laps on the softs.
Yeah, we thought.
Yeah,
but it was a gamble and it paid off.
Yes,
So
yes. Because I knew I was
made it all the way from the back to the front.
Yeah, because obviously when I got reconnected, I think it was like the 14th lap or something.
Yeah.
And flip, I just went for it.
Yeah, why not take the gamble every now and then?
Yeah. And I knew Brian was going to pass me after the last safety car. He was way too fast on those softs.
Yeah, I think that safety car came into your benefit there. It came out at the right times, you know.
Yep.
And I was looking at not just Brian, it was Geteja, and it was Britt, all on brand new softs coming into the last two laps. It was a mighty old battle going on there.
Yeah, I think I was 1.7 seconds ahead on that last DRS zone. And they just caught up to me so fast. That was so scary.
No, it happens, but great driving.
Thank you, guys.
Brian, I don't even know where to start with you, sir. I mean, you were up and down all the time. You had a solid race. I was constantly saying on the stream as well, you'll hear it. One of the better drives I've seen you do. You kept your head down. You kept the penalties away. You drove clean as you could and consistent. But that final lap, brother, that was just crazy.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, I took a gamble pitting, and then I first thought, I'm like, okay, wait, did I mess up? I'm not going to get a chance to race with the safety car. And then it was the restart. That was really crazy, but a lot of fun. And yeah, that was a very close finish. I actually thought I pipped him across the line, but then he confirmed that he got me across the line.
Just.
Yeah. Small little margins.
Safa can't even hold his...
That was some great driving.
That was great driving, Brian. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's about consistency, and I think you proved it there tonight. You know, you had a lot of consistent clean laps, and yeah, the safety cars were tricky. I think it caused a lot of strategy changes instantly. A couple of guys faking pits and not going in and going out, and Safa, that was for you. But Brian, generally great drive, man. Really nice P2. It was just like we couldn't even decide who was the winner there. It was so close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I mean, yeah, I can't wait to watch the stream. It's gonna be amazing to watch. As always, you guys do a fantastic job on the stream, and yeah, that was just such a fun, intense race. Wow, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, let's hope you guys don't have load shedding next week, because I want to see that again.
And Brian, of course, your cheerleaders were very active again, as usual. Mandy and Amy.
Good.
Good.
I've seen you a whole lot of things, so you should just go check the text chat so you can make sure that it's contractual. You get all your stuff that you promised.
Well done there, Brian. Great P2. And yeah, let's get to the man of the hour, Safa. You made the decision to keep track position at the end there, and a bold move, but I think you got a really good launch, and that helped your race victory there.
Yeah, like I was so safety car came out. I was talking to my teammate constantly. What's the strat now? And it said on the telemetry thing, like, yeah, if I pit now, I will come out P8 or P9. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, there's only gonna be 2 laps left after safety car ends. So I was like, yeah, if Blade and Geteja needs to pass 6 or 7 guys in 2 laps, like even on new softs, that's not gonna be possible. And then I also was I also tried to like duke them or like fool them to be also going into the pit.
I saw that.
Because I really wanted them to go in pit. So because I saw Geteja staying out, and I was like, no, this is not part of the plan. So I tried to stay as right as possible. Like I was, trying to duke him to also go into the pits, and he actually, I don't know what his plan was, but yeah, he went to the pits as well. But then I saw Blade and Gete coming out like P5 and P6. I was like, oh, this is not good. this is horrible because those mediums were terrible, like, or especially like old mediums. And then yeah, I just really start stressing. Luckily, I had the teammate there that could like help me a bit. And yeah, I was just trying to be as strategic as possible. Like, yeah, and like the end was crazy. Like I couldn't believe it. My battery was out 0%. And like Blade is crazy fast. Like that's why I never even try to pass him like the first 15-20 laps. Is because like yeah, I could pass him, but then he's just gonna stick behind me again. So I was like rather just stay behind him for most of the race, until the end. So yeah, it was a very fun race. Did not expect it. Yeah, but happy about
it's
the end
good
as well.
driving. And we've got a very controversial message here. Duncan says Brian needs to do a drug test. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you, look, it was a viewing spectacle for the last 2 laps. Let me tell you guys, it was beautiful to watch.
It was amazing. It was great.
It was just so nice to see the 2 guys crossing the line side by side on our first opening race. But Safa, yes, I agree with you. It wasn't just the last 2 laps that made it so exciting. You and Brian were having a ripe old battle from the word go. I mean, there was a lot of respect shown between the 2 of you. And I think that it's a good sign for what the season holds ahead of us.
Oh, exactly. It's about respect and trying to leave the space. And yeah, and I knew like at the end he probably would try to take the inside. That's why I was trying to defend the inside so hard as possible.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, take the inside and then use the easy win.
Well, that gave...
And I wouldn't have the traction out of that turn.
That gave us a side-by-side finish, brother, and we're happy you took that inside line. But well done to you. Great points for the season. Nice season opener for you. Well done to you as well, Brian, for P2 and Chooks for P3. That is brilliant points for you guys to start the season off. Your campaign's looking good already. But yeah, it's only nine tracks left, but all to play for, and we wish you guys the best of luck, and thanks for joining us in the commentary booth.
Yeah, I mean, Mandy says she even jumped out of her chair in that last lap.
Well, there you go.
When you guys went over the finish line.
Come on, lads. We need more of that so we can keep these fans here.
I can't wait to watch the replay, actually.
We had quite a crowd watching, and they all enjoyed that. That was a great race.
Yeah, well done to all of you guys.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Brenton. Thank you, Confucius.
All right, brother. You guys take care. Ciao, guys. All right, guys, that was our top 3. That was fantastic to have them in the booth here. I mean, Confucius, what a race to end with. What a race to start our season with. That finish was incredible.
It was so close.
Man, that's why we do this. We do this for those type of finishes. I tell you, they kept it at the end of our seats quite a lot tonight with all those safety cars. We didn't get much of a break.
Yep, and there was quite the fights were not just usual back of the line and front of the line, but there were fights going all over the place.
Absolutely, and that's what we love about this,
Yes.
So, yeah, once again, a shout-out to all of our, loyal viewers out there. We love having you guys on board. Thank you for joining us. This was our first official opener. We hope you enjoyed the stream. We will be back again next week and Wednesday. Same time, same place. And we're going to do this all again, Confucius.
Of course, and thank you to Mama Wanda and the cheerleading squad and the griefing squad, etc. Thanks, you guys, for joining in on the chat.
Absolutely. Guys, until next week, from myself, Clinton Cole, and Confucius next to me, we hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys again next week.
Yeah, drive safe, keep racing for the track, guys. See you next week.